Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Alterowitz Gym. The next match of the Yellow Jacket Invitational, presented by Hilton
Good morning to you, and welcome
St.
back
Martin
to
Saints
2021
versus the Black State University Yellow Jackets.
Garden Inn. Thanks for getting up early with us for
At this time, we ask that you please rise for your
six
taps
more matches
and
coming
for
your
the
way.
the national
We're going to
anthem.
take a pause right off the bat and bring you the national anthem and then have the starting lineups. First match of the day featuring St. Martin's University. What a nice showing for the Saints yesterday. They won both their matches, and they'll take on Black Hills State University, which rallied to win its second match of the day after falling to the host MSU Billings Yellow Jackets. So the Saints, a perfect 2-0 record to start off their 2021 season. The other Great Northwest Athletic Conference team in attendance here at Alterowitz Gym this weekend. Evan O'Kelly back with you for 6 more matches of action. We'll be going at it all day and all night, getting an 8 a.m. start here locally and playing through our 6 p.m. match tonight, which will be MSU Billings against South Dakota Mines. I'd like to take a moment to thank our tournament sponsor, Hilton Garden Inn Billings. Whether you are arranging group travel, hosting an event, or just staying with the family, Hilton Garden Inn is only steps away from great dining and minutes from popular Billings attractions. Call to book your reservation today. Hilton Garden Inn. Everything is better at the Garden. So if you're on the West Coast, hopefully you're brewing up a pot of coffee and getting ready to watch your Saints take to the court. And if you're over in Spearfish, you're right along with us 1 minute past the 8 a.m. hour here in the Mountain Time Zone, wherever you're watching. Thanks for being with us. And we are happy to bring this Division II opening weekend tournament your way. Well, as we mentioned yesterday, Black Hills State going 1-1. They were led on the attack by Madison Hoopman, who totaled 23 kills through the 2 matches yesterday. Kendra Cerrone had 19 kills through the 2 matches. And Carly Marks on the set had 36 assists, and actually it was Emma DeSanti leading the way with 45. Defensively, it was Hayden Rhodes, the libero, with 60 digs in the 2 matches, averaging 7.5 digs per set. Nice performance from her. And on the block for Black Hills State, Peyton Bodeman in the middle led the way, averaging 6 per match. We'll take a look at the stats for St. Martin's from yesterday. Their star player was their libero, Kylie Allos, who was phenomenal, particularly in that 4-set thriller against South Dakota Mines. Overall, yesterday, Allos racked up 39 digs, averaging 5.57 per set. On the offensive side of things, it was Tia Allen who led the way with 21 kills, Kylie Kuhn adding in 18. We are off and running here in the Magic City, and the first swing of the day is a good one right down the middle from Emily Gooding, and the Saints jump ahead 1-0 right away. Saw good things from the Gooding sisters. That was Emily with the kill there, and her sister Maddie playing in the middle. Good combo for the Saints. And they're both in there again, along with Kylie Kuhn in the front row. Annalise Hitchcock, the setter for the Saints. Allos, the libero, and Tia Allen also in the back row for the ladies in the red jerseys this morning. Here's Kuhn into the block, but it falls. Peyton Bodeman got up along with Sierra Ward in the front row that time. Also up front for Black Hills State to start off is Emma DeSanti. Hayden Rhodes in the back in the libero jersey, playing alongside Madison Hoopman. And also in the back for Black Hills State, Kendra Cerrone to start us off today. Kill falls for the Saints, and they're up to a 3-0 lead here early on. Head over to msubsports.com to check out today's full schedule. As we mentioned, 6 matches on tap. Another day packed with volleyball for you. Getting again, this one dug out by DeSanti. Kuhn down the line, and there's Cerrone to dig that one. Now Ward tries a cross-court kill out of bounds, and a touch. So the point goes to Black Hills State. The host, MSU Billings, is going to take on MSU Moorhead in our next match, scheduled to start at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and then 4 more matches coming your way. Spread out 2 hours apart. Well, we stayed on schedule pretty well yesterday up until our fifth match, I should say, of the day. That St. Martin, South Dakota Mines match yesterday going 4 sets, but it was a lengthy 4 sets, one of them going to extra points, and just an exciting match. So we'll try our best to stay on schedule, but if you're watching throughout the day, make sure you stay tuned on our YouTube channel. We'll let you know if your matches later in the day get delayed at all. For the Saints, they're going to play again at 4 p.m. And for Black Hills State, going to be a quick turnaround. They'll finish out the tournament at noon today. So stay tuned if we have a couple of 5-set matches to start the day. Always a chance things could get pushed back anywhere from half an hour to up to an hour. In fact, last night we didn't get started with our final match of the night until 8:30, so that was a 90-minute delay. But we'll try to keep things moving the best we can. 4-3, your early score. The Saints in front. Cerrone tries to go across and hits it out of bounds, so point to St. Martin's. DeSanti over to Cerrone, tips it up into the block of Gooding. Now a dump try from Hitchcock, but a diving save from Rhodes. And credit Hayden Rhodes with keeping that one alive. Turns into a kill for the Yellow Jackets. Well, Hayden has been impressive in that libero jersey all tournament long. We will have an all-tournament team for you upon the conclusion of today's action, so keep your eye out for top performers from each of these teams. They'll all have a chance at all-tournament honors here in the opening weekend of the 2021 season. DeSanti for Robinson, I should say. Mariah Robinson, she had a great 5th set yesterday. In the match against MSU Moorhead, Black Hills State and Moorhead going the distance, and Black Hills State really pulled away in that 5th set to claim the match, and a big part of that was Robinson. Had a couple kills, a big block in that 5th set. She's back in the front row here in set number 1 against the Saints. There's another kill for Gooding, and Emily's off to a hot start. 6-5, St. Martin's in the early lead, and coming in for the first time, Mahina Piscaya. Piscaya on the serve, and it's going to end up being an ace for her. Another serve for Piscaya down the line, but this time she pushes it out of bounds. Point to Black Hills State. So for BHSU, after they play St. Martin's, it'll be a noon first serve against Bemidji State. They're headed to Hays, Kansas next weekend for the 2021 Tiger Classic, going to play Southwest Minnesota State, Emporia State, Cameron University, and Fort Hays State University. So 4 more non-conference matches for Black Hills State next weekend. Then they jump right into Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference play. It's RMAC matches the rest of the way for Black Hills State leading up to the RMAC Championships in mid-November. That'll be in Colorado Springs. For St. Martin's, meanwhile, they'll take on Bemidji State at 3 p.m. this afternoon after this game against Black Hills State. They're also headed to Honolulu next week. I say also, they're going to be joining the host MSUB Yellow Jackets on the Big Island. So the Saints are going to play Hawaii Hilo twice, Cal State, East Bay, and Chaminade. So MSUB and St. Martin's going to be really familiar with one another. They won't have played when we get to GNAC play, but they'll have seen each other play 8 times each. That's right, the Yellow Jackets starting to trickle into the gym now to watch a foe they're going to play twice in the most important part of the season, and that's Great Northwest Athletic Conference play. So a good chance for both St. Martin's and MSU Billings to scout one another both this weekend and again next weekend over in Hawaii. Meanwhile, it's 8-8 in the early going. Black Hills State and St. Martin's an even pace and a big block that time. Robinson got up along with DeSanti. Cerrone to serve now for Black Hills State. They've got the lead once again. Piscaya goes for the back line, but hits it too far. And the advantage 2 points. St. Martin's will take a timeout. We'll take our first timeout of the day. You're watching the 2021 Yellow Jacket Invitational presented by the Hilton Garden Inn Billings. Back on the court, Cerrone to serve for Black Hills State. It's deep, but it hits Pescaya on the leg. It may very well have carried out, but Mahina just couldn't quite get out of the way. Hit her, and point go to Black Hills State. Swing, and that's down in the back off the hand of Robinson. Carly Marks, by the way, now in the match, she is doing the setting for Black Hills State, and that pushes DeSanti into the front row. Now a 4-point lead for the Yellow Jackets, largest lead for either team so far in this one. Marks sets for DeSanti. That one hits the antenna, however. So the Saints will stop the run at 4 points. Brooke Franklin checking in now for Black Hills State, and Kylie Allos back to serve for the Saints. Giselle Benetti also into the game for St. Martin's, coming out of that last timeout. Robinson out of bounds. Thought maybe there was a touch, but nope, just pushed it wide of the line. Allos stays on the serve. Big swing, and there's Madison Hoopman announcing her presence with her first kill of the match. And it was a loud one right down the middle. Got on top of that really well. The leading attacker from yesterday for Black Hills State is on the board. Here's Tia Allen now. Soft touch over the block, and Marks is there to dig it out. Hoopman again, and another big swing from number 9 for a kill. Nice play there by Carly Marks to dig up that soft attack, and Hoopman smashed it down for a kill. Serve is too long from Hayden Rhodes. Gooding going to check back in and give Pescaya a break, and Annalise Hitchcock back to serve for the Saints. Hoopman again, this time the blocks got it. It was the Gooding sisters, and they're up again. Point stays alive. Hoopman one more time tries to touch, and Hitchcock is there. Wild set, and Alice has to go over with it. Marks down the middle, and the swing from Peyton Bodeman out of bounds. Well, you saw the Goodings there for St. Martin's getting up together. Maddie wearing jersey number 19, and Emily, the eldest Gooding, in jersey number 11. That one tight to the net. Nice work by Marks to keep it alive. Hitchcock for Gooding down the line, and it's out of bounds. The senior Sydney Ward, or check that, Sierra Ward into the game now for Black Hills State. And it's an ace. Emma DeSanti gets that lead back to 4 points, and another timeout for St. Martin. So Black Hills State moving into the later part of the set. extending that advantage. Emma DeSanti on the serve once again for Black Hills State. They lead at 16-12 coming out of the Saints' second timeout here in the opening set. Too long that time from Gooding. And the lead now 5 for the Yellow Jackets. They were swept by MSU Billings in their opener yesterday, and then a gutsy 5-set win over MSU Moorhead.
Checking in for the Saints, number 22, Kylie Kuhn.
Here comes Kylie Kuhn for St. Martin's back into the front row, and Tia Allen will be back to serve. Hoopman down the middle, and what an up by Kylie Allen. She's been doing that all weekend long. Now a chance for Ward. Instead, an illegal touch going to be called on DeSanti, and the point goes to St. Martin's. Now, Kylie Allos in that libero jersey, keep your eye on her all season long for St. Martin's. She's been handling the toughest attacks, getting under the ball and keeping points alive. Not this time, though. A smash kill for Black Hills State. Kendra Cerrone back in for the Jackets. And Hoopman on the serve. Cerrone with the attack. Saints scrambling to keep it alive. Swing by Tia Allen, but it's out of bounds. And Black Hills State now with its largest lead to this point at 19-14. Gooding smashes it down for the kill. Emily's got 4 kills now. That leads all players in the match, but her team trailing at 19-15. And an ace from her sister Maddie. Lunging dig from Rhodes there. Keep the point alive. Into the block, and the Saints able to keep the rally going. Near side set for Bodeman, but she's too strong with it. And now all of a sudden the Saints within 2. Timeout on the floor, Yellow Jackets. Well, Billings Federal Credit Union is a community credit union that exists to serve you, our members. We promise to simplify your life, work in your best interest, provide options to help you achieve financial success, and protect your privacy. Our members have come to expect certain things from Billings Federal Credit Union: a full line of financial products and services, competitive rates and low fees, and personal professional service from our staff. Check us out at billingsfcu.org and follow us on social media. So a good opening set here on day 2 of the Yellow Jacket Invitational. First tournament hosted by MSU Billings since the 2014 season. Yellow Jackets went 4-0 at that tournament, and they're going to look to do the same. It'll be tough for them to do it, but on the front foot, they won both matches yesterday. They'll have Moorhead this morning and then close out the tournament in the finale against South Dakota Mines later tonight. Meanwhile, 1917, Black Hills State still in front, but a 5-point lead has been scrunched down to 2, and now make it 1. 4-0 run for St. Martin's with Maddie Gooding on the serve. Can they get over the hump and even the score? Hoopman's going to have to go over with it. Gooding for her sister. DeSanti for Ward on the slide, and that's a kill. Sierra Ward has the put away, her third to lead the team here in the opening set. And the Yellow Jackets are the first to 20. Peyton Bodeman back to serve now for Black Hills State. Gooding over the block, but it's dug out by DeSanti. Into the block and down. Robinson got up with Cerrone that time. And Alos set it pretty tight to the net. Gooding couldn't get any power on it. And as far as blocks go, that's probably one of the easier ones Yellow Jackets are going to have. They lead 21-18 now. Kuhn into the net. Well, and a well-placed timeout by Black Hills State head coach Kristen Carmichael in her 8th season. They led by just 2 going into the timeout. Now that advantage back up to 4 points, and they're closing in on a set 1 victory. Brenner into the block. Cerrone down the line, but pushes it out of bounds.
Checking in for the Saints, number 3, Amina Pescara.
This is the first ever meeting between Black Hills State and St. Martin's. Saints still fighting back. They trail now 22-20. Pescara on the serve. Ward with a swing towards the back corner, and Pescara able to get the hands up to keep it alive. DeSanti for Robinson down the middle. Allen with a big swing, and it's going to land out of bounds off of Black Hills State. Saints within 1, 22-21. They're on another run. This time it's 3-0. They got it to 19-18 after being down by 5. Can they tie the score this time? Robinson, it's snuffed out by Hitchcock. Here's Tia Allen, but she's too strong with it. Carly Marks in to serve now. And on the slide, Gracie Brenner with an emphatic kill. St. Martin's needed that one. Keeps the deficit at 1. Giselle Benetti in to serve for the Saints. Marks sets for Cerrone. It's into the block. Another chance for Black Hills State. DeSanti. Dug out by Benetti. Improv there from Hitchcock, and Hoopman is dug out by Pescara. Now Tia Allen a big swing, but it's too strong. Was there a touch? No. Out of bounds, and it'll be set point for Black Hills State. Kendra Cerrone to serve. 24-22, Jackets lead it. Allen into the block. Another chance for the Saints. And Tia Allen one more time. A diving up from Rhodes, but couldn't keep it alive. A great effort from Hayden that time. But that had some serious heat on it from Tia Allen. It'll still be set point for Black Hills State, but the Saints closing within one another time. It's 24-23. Alos on the serve. Marks pushes for Hoopman, and a dig from Piscaya down the line. Now near side for Robinson into the block, over the net, and the Saints have control. Allen over the block. Was there a touch? There was, and we're all tied up at 24-24. St. Martin's scrambling and tying it up. Broke a couple of set points, and now we're all even again. Alos still on the serve. Going to have extra points here in the opening set of the day. Marks for Hoopman down the middle. And Madison with another kill. She's got 3 of them, and that ties Sierra Ward for the team high here in the opening set. And it is set point for the 3rd time for Black Hills State. Rhodes on the serve. Hitchcock for Gooding, and she's too strong, out of bounds, and Black Hills State wins it 26-24. Entertaining opening frame. That'll wake you up over on the West Coast. We're just getting started. Black Hills State leads it 1-0. Yellow Jacket Athletics would like to thank these select corporate sponsors for their continuing support of all 16 athletic programs here at MSUB. Universal Awards, Fox Rent-A-Car, Sign Pro, AMP Athletic Medicine and Performance, Home 2 Suites, Hilton Garden Inn, everything is better at the Garden, Western Security Bank, Jefferson Lines, and Perkins. Thanks to these and all of our generous corporate partners. For information on how your company can get involved with Yellow Jacket Athletics, visit the corporate partners page on msubsports.com. An exciting first set. Yellow Jackets take it 26-24 as they nudge ahead in this one. Both of these teams scrappy and fight hard for their points. Really, to me, the two liberos really standing out in this match here. Alos in the white jersey for St. Martin's, and Hayden Rhodes, who's grooving to the between set song. They're just diving all over the place and really making things happen. And the hitters get a lot of credit. They're the ones with the big numbers in terms of kills, but a lot of the little things you don't see coming when the liberos keep the point going with tough plays. Hoopman with the first attack. It's off the net and in. Point to the Yellow Jackets. Just skidded across the top, I should say, and caught the sideline. Hoopman's got another kill. Team leading 4 for her, and she's on the serve. Kuhn, big swing there. Off the hand of Emma DeSanti. Maddie Gooding to serve. And she's got an ace. And in, make it back-to-back aces for Gooding. In between Cerrone and Rhodes that time, they let it go thinking it might be deep, but sure enough, right in that back corner off the hand of Maddie Gooding. Back-to-back service aces, and this time she hits it right into the net. Bodeman on the serve for Black Hills State. She dials up an ace, so a little bit of serve-receive issues here to start this second set for both teams. 3 aces and a service error on the last 4 points. There's another one. So Black Hills State was aced on back-to-back points. Now St. Martin's aced on back-to-back points. Bodeman serving for the 3rd consecutive time, and Black Hills State now with the lead 4-3. That one's gonna fall. Unbelievable. So the Saints just having a hard time getting on the same page. That one technically won't go down as an ace, but for all intents and purposes, same result. And Hitchcock, another poorly placed set, and another point for Black Hills State. It's now a 5-0 run for the Yellow Jackets. Into the block. Kuhn deep. There was a touch, so the Saints will stop a run at 5 straight points. A little bit sloppy on both ends to start set number 2 after a really exciting opening frame. Santi for Ward. Big swing for Sierra. That's down for a kill.
Checking in for the Saints, number 3, Mahina Pescaya. Checking in for the Yellow.
Mahina Pescaya in for St. Martin's, and back to serve for Black Hills State, Carly Marks. And an ace. Dipping serve from Marks that time. Right in the middle of the court. And the first look of the day we'll have at Ilana Sagapulitele for St. Martin's. And Marks keeps the roller coaster theme of service troubles and successes going with a hit out of bounds following her service ace.
Checking in for the Saints, number 13, Giselle Kennedy.
8 of the last 9 points overall in this match coming directly off of services. And make it 9 of the last 10 as Giselle Benetti dials up an ace. Teams just can't handle the serve right now and get anything going. It's either been an ace or an error. Nearly another one, but Black Hills State able to keep it alive. Here's a chance for St. Martin's. Tia Allen, big swing and a kill. Good set that time from Annalise Hitchcock right to the pin. And Tia doesn't miss many of those. Saints now within 1-8-7. There's another ace. Spinetti again. Servers finding some magic here early on in set 2. Marks for Cerrone. Good touch that time. For Kendra, she'll be back to serve. Tucked right into the corner. Couldn't have been more perfect that time from Cerrone. Another service ace. Allos handles it. Allen a little bit behind her, and the Yellow Jackets able to handle it. Now Hoopman into the block and down for a kill. Cerrone stays on the serve. Her team now leads by 3, 11-8. Brenner, not going to matter. Play whistle dead, and point will go to St. Martin's.
Checking in for the Yellow Jackets, number 12, Franklin.
Robinson gets stuffed at the net. Marks this time tries to set up DeSanti, and she just has to shovel it over. Now a wild point ends with a kill for the Jackets. DeSanti able to win the battle up against the net against Allen. Rhodes to serve, and she aces the Saints. Nasty side spin on that one from Hayden Rhodes. And timeout on the floor, St. Martin's. They trail 13-9 here in set 2. Hayden Rhodes back to serve. Now a chance for the Yellow Jackets to get into system. Bodeman off the block. Looked like some kind of double touch, but nothing called. Now Bodeman smashes one. But somehow the Saints kept it alive for 2 touches, but couldn't get it over the net. 14-9 matches the largest lead at any point in this young match for Black Hills State. They look to go ahead 2-0, starting off well against St. Martin's. Hoopman, touch over the block, but right there is Pescaya. Now Gooding, somehow pancaked up by Rhodes. What a play by the Yellow Jacket libero. Not going to matter, Saints get the point, but once again, A diving save from Hayden Rhodes to keep a point going. She's been doing that all weekend long. Serve will be back to the Saints and Annalise Hitchcock. Marks for DeSanti, and it's going to end up being a kill. Canetti couldn't quite handle it. Now Sierra Ward back in, and DeSanti back to serve. And another ace. This one courtesy of Emma DeSanti. Eight service aces for Black Hills State, 7 for St. Martin's. And that's a lot for it being the second set in this match. Hoopman to the back, and there's Alos. Gooding goes over, and DeSanti digs it out. Hitchcock. Gooding will just go over with it. Chance now for Black Hills State. Ward got caught in between. Timing was off that time. And a misfire gives the point to St. Martin's.
Checking in the Saints for 2. Abby Halstead.
Abby Halstead into the match for the first time for the Saints. She was back to serve. Hoopman taps it over, and Hitchcock makes a sliding save. Jackets can't readjust on the other end, and another point for the Saints. They desperately need it, and they are back within 4. Don't want to let this one slip away. They already trail 1-0. Halstead serve a good one. Now Ward on the slide, and it's upped by Halstead on the other end again. DeSanti for Hoopman on the other side, blocked, but ball stays in play. Kuhn to the back. Too strong. She wanted the touch. Instead, it's point Yellow Jackets. Nice job by Hoopman there. She got stuffed at the net, but just stuck her hand out and kept that ball alive instead of letting it fall for a Saint point. Now she's back to serve. 5-point edge once again for the Jackets. Gooding into the block. Kuhn on the other side, off the block and down for a kill. Kylie Kuhn now with a team-high 5 putaways for the Saints in the match. Ward soars up and is blocked at the net. Try the other side, and smashing it off the block, Kendra Cerrone. 18-13 now as Bodeman back to serve, and Robinson back into the match for Black Hills State. Desperation time for the Saints. They trail at 18-13. Trying to pull even in the match instead of falling behind 2-0. Cerrone over the block, but Kuhn's there. Ward has to readjust, and the set was too tight to the net that time. Couldn't get it up and over. Robinson swings in a diving dig from Alos. Touched over the net, and that'll get down. I believe it was off the hand of Kuhn that time. Hitchcock able to stay out of the net, and the Jackets scramble to keep the ball alive. And no one was there to pick up Hayden Rhodes that time. So St. Martin's chipping away. It's now 18-16, 3-0 run for the Saints, and they're back within 2. Too deep off the hand of Emily Gooding this time, however. Service miscue. Carly Marks back in to serve for Black Hills State, and on the other side, Mahina Peskaya in for the Saints. Hitchcock for Kuhn. Got some power behind it, but she's stuffed at the net. Robinson and DeSanti got up together. Big block for Black Hills State. And a timeout on the floor. 2016, Yellow Jackets threatening to take a 2-0 set lead.
Yellow Jacket Athletics play.
Back to action at Alterowitz Gym. Black Hills State in the lead, but a big kill there for St. Martin's to get one back.
Checking in for the Saints. Number 4, Tia Allen. And number 13, Giselle Benetti.
Benetti into the net. And if you're St. Martin's, can't really afford to have serving miscues at this point. The score now 21-17. Saints have their backs against the wall. Cerrone on the serve. Marks for Robinson, and Allos keeps it up. Now Marks for Hoopman. To the middle, and touch is going to be called on the Saints. Robinson, a good swing, and a nice dig by Benetti to keep it alive. Kill on the other side of the net from DeSanti. And now, with its largest lead yet, Black Hills State closing in on a 2-0 set lead. Cerrone back to serve, 23-17 now, in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Brenner stuffed at the net. Madison Hoopman got up herself and did a little blocking work. Allen over the block, and Rhodes going to run out of room that time. Set point once again for Black Hills State. Alos on the serve. Saints need to win 6 in a row to keep the set going. Marks tight to the net. Does everything just to get the ball over. Bad set that time. The Saints scramble. Marks for Hoopman. Alos is there. Allen the other way, and Rhodes is there. What a dig. Allen will try it one more time, pushing to the corner, but now Black Hills State on the attack. Hoopman goes into the net. Really good sequence once again from the two liberos there. Alos for the Saints, and Rhodes with another big dig for the Jackets. Alos to serve. Once again, set point for Black Hills State. Marks, Robinson, diving dig to keep it alive. Saints have to go over with it. DeSanti is blocked at the net by Tia Allen. St. Martin's just surviving. Still got to win 4 more in a row, but the first 2 down, and it'll be the 3rd set point for Black Hills State. Hoopman off the block, and that's down. Brittany Duvall, freshly inserted into the lineup, got up that time down the middle. And the Saints live to see another point, 24-21. And I think if they could win 1 more, Black Hills State might take a timeout. Alos on the serve still. Marks. DeSanti will try the soft touch this time, and that's going to fall. Other side of the net. And sure enough, Kristen Carmichael going to call time. All of a sudden, her lead has slipped to 2 points. So St. Martin's has won 4 in a row to get right back in this thing. It's still set point for Black Hills State, and I think that's the message in the huddle right now. Hey, let's take a deep breath. I don't care about the last 4 points, not our best stretch, but hey, we just need to win 1 more point here to take a 2-0 set lead. So Black Hills State, a quick talk to hit the reset button. Meanwhile, St. Martin's, keep the foot on the gas. You've worked really hard to salvage at least something or come close to salvaging the set, but you still got to win 2 more points. They've got Alos on the serve and don't want to waste this run that you're on right now. So we're back to the court, 24-22. 5th straight set point for Black Hills State. St. Martin's trying to break it, though. Alos on the serve. Marks pushes for Hoopman. And it's out of bounds. Was there a touch? Officials trying to decide. And the call is for Black Hills State. The call is there is a touch. St. Martin's is going to protest. Would be shocked if they didn't challenge. Now the official's going to get together to confer. The ball landed out of bounds. There's no question about that. And the discussion right now is, was there a touch by the Saints on the play? If there was, then the set is over. If not, then the rally would continue for St. Martin. So all 4 officials now talking about this. Ball definitely landed out of bounds. Saints are certain there was no touch. Call on the floor right now is a touch and point Black Hills State. We'll see if they reverse that. They do, and it's a point St. Martin's. 5 points in a row. And now the lead is 1. (24-23), still set point for Black Hills State. Can they squeeze this one out? Marks. Hoopman will try one more time across the court. A diving dig from Alos. And a block on the other end from Robinson ends it. Well, another fine play from the St. Libero. She was on the serve for that string of 5 straight points, but not quite enough. Black Hills State holds on, and a dramatic 25-23 victory. Boy, that one really came down to the wire. Really got to credit St. Martin's, but just too big of a deficit down the stretch. So Black Hills State, a 2-0 lead in sets. We'll take a quick break, and set 3 is coming right up. Two sets in the books in our opening match here on day 2. Neither team hitting very well, but Black Hills State with a narrow 0.54 to 0.45 advantage in that category. 6 blocks for the Yellow Jackets, 3 for the Saints, and 8 service aces for Black Hills State, 7 for St. Martin's. So the serve has been a strong suit for both teams. 19 attack errors for the Saints and 14 for the Jackets. And 20 assists for St. Martin's, 18 for Black Hills State. Individually, Kylie Kuhn leading St. Martin's with 8 kills. Hitchcock's got 17 assists and 11 digs for the libero, Kylie Alos. On the other side of the net, Madison Hoopman leading the attack with 6 kills. And Emma DeSanti, 10 assists. And defensively, it's the libero, Hayden Rhodes, with 13 digs. Advantage Black Hills State, they're up 2-0. Trying to make it 2 straight wins after they dropped their season opener to the Yellow Jackets of MSU Billings in consecutive sets yesterday. Yellow Jacket volleyball team was in the gym earlier watching this match. They're down in the locker room now as this one gets started with an ace. MSUB's next up. They're going to take on Minnesota State Moorhead, with that match scheduled to start in 1 hour exactly at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Tia Allen on the far side, dug out by Rhodes. Soft touch there from Gracie Brenner. Point continues. A little bit of a new look for the Saints. They're going to try and change it up after dropping the first 2 sets. You saw Brenner in the front row. along with Allen and Brittany Duvall, who had a big block at the end of that last set in there as well. The Saints going to take the first point. Alice is in the back, along with Abby Halstead. And also in the back, Mahina Pescaya. Usual suspects for Black Hills State. There's Sierra Ward on the attack. Asante doing the serving. Bodeman in the front, and Madison Hoopman as well. Rhodes joined in the back by Cerrone, I should say. Big block there for the Saints. They win back-to-back points. And Alos back to serve. Hoopman gets up, and it's right into the block. Duvall getting into the action with Maddie Gooding in the middle. Cerrone to the back, and it's sussed out by the Saints. Ward now just has to push it over the net. Now Allen, but it's into the block and gonna fall. Point Yellow Jackets. And an ace for Hoopman. All square at 3-3. Stuck at the net, going to fall on the Black Hills State side. Point St. Martin's. Hitchcock coming along with Emily Gooding. And Annalise to serve. Bad set that time off the hands of Emma DeSanti. Allen across the court. There's Hayden Rhodes again. Gooding the other way and dug out by DeSanti. Big collision, Hoopman and Ward, and the point stays alive. They're both okay. They pop right up. Free ball. Gooding smashes it down, and the Saints take the point. Scramble mode there for the Yellow Jackets, and St. Martin's able to take advantage. (6-3) now the lead for the Saints, with Hitchcock still on the serve. Ward into the block and straight down. Gooding and Allen that time. (7-3). Saints lead it. Largest lead of the match for SMU. Cerrone dug out nicely by Halstead, but it's into the net. And the Yellow Jackets claim the point. Getting on the slide, taps it over the block. Can Black Hills State keep it alive? They do. Now a push serve set, I should say, for Allen, and that's going to work for a kill.
Checking in for the Saints, number 22,
Kylie Kuhn back in for St. Martin's in the front row, and Tia Allen back to serve. Just a little bit too long, not by much. Tia missed the back line by maybe a foot or two. But the point goes to the Yellow Jackets. And now Carly Marks on the serve. Gooding gonna get the kill. Marks reached the hand out but couldn't handle it. And Emily Gooding with another put away. And an ace. Maddie Gooding on the serve that time. Now the Saints with their largest lead yet, 10-5. Kuhn on the outside, off the hand of Marks and down. 11-6, and Black Hills State going to call timeout. St. Martin's coming to life here with their backs against the wall. They trail 2-0, but a nice 11-5 lead here in set 3. Well, if you're Yellow Jacket head coach Kristen Carmichael, you'd like to see your team put this thing away in 3 sets, but the Saints have other ideas. They're going to try and get back into the match. They lead 11-5 early. Cross-court attempt from DeSanti, no good that time. Nice work by Marks to keep that ball in play. Hitchcock now on the set, goes for the dump kill instead, and Rhodes is there. Robinson dug out by Tia Allen. Kuhn to the back corner and in. Nice touch, Kylie Kuhn. Just tucking it against the 2 lines where they come together in the left corner. And it's an 8-point edge now for St. Martin's. Kuhn cross court. Cerrone goes deep, but too deep. So Alo's getting a little breather on the bench, and a good time to do it. The team has its largest lead of the match and the largest lead overall for any side in the match. 14-5 now. Robinson dug out. Kuhn again, off the block and down. Double-digit lead, and St. Martin's all of a sudden coming to life here in set 3. No doubt in their minds they're not ready to have this match end yet. And the serve from Maddie Gooding just a little bit long that time. Alos back in. Nice stretch there with Gooding on the serve, and that should be enough room for the Saints to close out this set. I mean, you got to do the work, but you'd like to think with a 10-point advantage and facing a must-win situation to keep the match going, you'd like to think your squad can rally and pick up a victory.
Checking in for the Yellow Jackets, number 12,
Mahina Peskaya into serve for St. Martin's, and Brittany Duvall back into the front row for the Saints. They've already eclipsed their win total from 2019. They were a dismal 1-28 their last full season, so they've already got 2 victories. I don't think they'll be considering that an accomplishment to up their win total from their last full season. I think they'd rather leave that in the past. But in any case, a good start to the season, and this is what we saw yesterday. The Saints really dominating here in the third set. And the first 2 were really close. They really easily could have gone St. Martin's way, 26-24 and 25-23 against Black Hills State. But this is one-sided right now. The lead stays at 10 points, 17-7. So whatever adjustment St. Martin's has made, a little bit of new personnel between sets. It's working. Here's Duvall. Jackets have to go over. Another chance for St. Martin's. Allen, big swing and a kill. Tia's got another one on the set from Mahina Peskaya. Abby Halstead back to serve. Another one of those new faces inserted here in set 3, and she's made a difference too. 18-7. Hoopman off the block and down. Madison's got another kill. Here comes Sierra Ward again. And Emma DeSanti back to serve for Black Hills State. Gracie Brenner trying to push that to the back, but no dice. 18-8. Yellow Jackets trailing big time. Duvall a big swing. There was a touch, so point goes to St. Martin's. Well, now Hoopman's asking her coach to challenge. Because Black Hills State doesn't think they don't think they touched it. So they are indeed going to challenge, and the officials will take a look to see if there was a touch. So the call on the court was on the attack. Black Hills State got a piece. Ball went out of bounds, but if the call stands, it'll be a point St. Martin's. Right now it's 19-9. So they'll take another look. They're checking out all 3 camera angles we've got here in Alterowitz Gym. The main camera up top, and then 1 camera each on the baselines. Utilize all 3 to see if there's any evidence, in this case, of no touch, since you've got to prove it wrong, prove the call on the court wrong, that is. And the call on the court was touch. Line judge signaled immediately. Black Hills State players saying, I don't think so. And usually when the players, I mean, there's one person on the court who knows whether or not there's a touch, and it's the player who was called for the touch. And the players know, hey, I touched that or not. And usually when the players tell their coach, hey, challenge this, I mean, they could feel it. And they're really the only ones in the gym who know whether or not truly there was a touch. And usually when they ask their coach to challenge, as Madison Hoopman did just now, it's a good indicator that they really didn't touch it. Now, whether or not they can tell on video, that's another thing, and sometimes it's just impossible to tell. But you'd think that if the players asked for the challenge firmly believe no touch there. So it's going to take a little bit to look at the film. Generally speaking, the replay review system is good. It helps get the call right, but it can be lengthy. This one looks like they've got a decision, and this was on the shorter end. Yesterday there were some upwards of 5-minute delays. Point is going to be to Black Hills State. No touch. So the challenge works. I'm not sure how much of an impact that's going to have on the set because it's still 18-10 St. Martin's, but well, you saw the run the Saints went on at the end of set 2. Never know. Back in action now. And there's a put away for Gracie Brenner. Saints sort of shrugging their shoulders saying, all right, so what? You guys can have that point. We're going to close out this set win. At least that's the way the momentum's going right now. This has been all red jerseys. Halos on the serve. Allen pushes into the block and down. Another kill. And it's amazing how quickly the tides shifted. Black Hills State was in system for the first 2 sets, looking good, and they just look a little out of sorts. They look a little out of position and just like they're struggling to handle the serve. There's another one, and it's an ace. Just a different team than we saw the first 2 sets, and well, it's a 21-10 lead for St. Martin's. Ward tries a cross-court kill. That's out of bounds. Rudderman into the block. Hoopman will try. Duval. No touch, and the point goes to Black Hills State. Cerrone coming back in, and Madison Hoopman back to serve for the Yellow Jackets. Duval pushing to the back corner, and a diving Hoopman can't get it. Saints trying to close this one out right now. They're on the cusp, and Annalise Hitchcock back in to serve. Hitchcock for Gooding, and it's blocked at the net. Bodeman got up with Cerrone that time. Saints got to go over with it, but Hoopman can't handle it. Set point St. Martin's 24-12. My goodness. Tia Allen to serve. Free ball smashed down emphatically by Kylie Kuhn, and what a performance by St. Martin's. They had to win this set, and boy did they ever. 25-12, they run away with it. Now Black Hills State has some thinking to do. They took the opening 2 sets. All of a sudden, momentum 100% on the other side of the court. Well, that was a one-sided set in favor of the Saints. Kylie Kuhn getting the job done. 13 kills for her now. That leads all players in the match. And really a momentous swing. All in favor of St. Martin's right now. Get ready for set number 4. And we'll see if Black Hills State can sort of shake that one off. Rough set for them, and nothing went right. So back to the court. Abby Halstead is waiting to serve. Kylie Allos and Mahina Piscaya in the back row with her. Up front, it's Brittany Duvall, Grace Brenner, and Tia Allen for the Saints. For Black Hills State, Carly Marks up front with Emma DeSanti and Mariah Robinson. Madison Hoopman in the back along with Hayden Rhodes and Brooke Franklin in the match as well to start set 4. Soft touch by Hoopman. And point number 1 goes to Black Hills State. We'll see what kind of adjustment Black Hills State can make. Are they able to just shake that off? They're still in command. They have a 2-1 lead in sets. They can win the match right now if they take this one. But, boy, that was pretty discouraging. 25-12. The most decisive margin of any set in this entire tournament so far. Allos back to serve. DeSanti towards the back. Allen across court, and it's dug out by Rhodes. Bad set that time from Piscaya, and the Yellow Jackets take the point. Emma DeSanti back to serve. Allen into the block, and a diving save by Rhodes. It's going to end up being point for the Saints. Brittany Duvall there to clean it up, but once again, Hayden Rhodes all over the place. Hitchcock back in, along with Emily Gooding. Hitchcock to serve. Soft touch by Hoopman, but Allos is there. Ward now off the block, and that took the sting out of the attack. Gooding a chance. Diving dig there from Brooke Franklin. Tia Allen in the back. Franklin can't handle it. Point Saints. A little delay to get the court mopped up, a little moisture. And back in action, the service from Hitchcock out of bounds, 4-3. The Saints with an early lead here in set 4. Illegal touch going to be called on Black Hills State. Point goes to St. Martin's. Here's Kylie Kuhn, sitting on 13 kills in the match. That leads all players. Allen serves it into the net. Getting off the block and down for a kill. Emily's got her 7th kill of the match. And the Saints ahead 6-4. Kuhn, dug out by Rhodes. Board, soft touch, cross court. Hitchcock able to keep it up. Allen just going to have to go over with it. Now a chance for the Jackets. Robinson off the block and down. Well, Mariah Robinson, the sophomore middle from Buffalo, Wyoming. She's had good stretches throughout the weekend. It was huge for the Jackets in the 5th set last night. Good kill there, and Black Hills State within 1 now. Gooding gets on top of it. Wasn't the most powerful strike, but didn't need to be. Just straight down into the court. Kill number 8 for Emily. Brittany Duval back in, and Mahina Pescaya back to serve. Robinson, a powerful strike, out of bounds. Kristen Carmichael is saying, was there a touch? But that one just carried out of play. Too long that time off the hand of Kendra Cerrone. As the Yellow Jackets of MSU Billings start to trickle into the gym. They're in their warm-up gear. Minnesota State Moorhead on the other side coming into the gym as well. That's our next match, scheduled right now for 10 a.m., but it's going to be a little bit delayed. We can tell you that much. This one going at least 4 sets. And if St. Martin's can win this one, we'd have a 5-setter to start off the day. Minimum of 30 minutes between matches. Hoopman, cross court, too long and out of bounds. No touch called, and the point goes to St. Martin's. Now a 5-point lead for the Saints. We'll see if they can open up the gap. Abby Halstead back to serve. And it's in, an ace for the freshman out of San Antonio, finding the back corner. That's going to push the Jackets to take a timeout. St. Martin's continuing to ride the wave of momentum. They're up 12-6. Back on the court, Saints with their largest lead of the fourth set, 12-6, starting to open it up, trying to force that decisive fifth set. Off to a good start on their way to doing that. Tia Allen, dug out by Rhodes. Hoopman on the other side. Allos gets a piece to the back from Allen. Hustle play from Rhodes, but she can't keep it alive, and the Saints win a wild point. Hayden Rhodes has a motor that never stops, but only so much you can do. Miscue there for the Saints, and the Jackets will take the point. 13-7 now, your score. Well, and if you're Black Hill State, you do not want this thing to go to a fifth set the way momentum is right now. So it's time to try to make a run and close this match out in 4 sets. You still have the advantage. Got to remember that as the next attack attempt out of bounds. And you can end things right now if you can turn this 4th set around and win it. It'll be tough, though. This is a frisky Saints team, and they're rallying right now, 14-8. They have the margin pretty well set at 6 points right now. Allos back to serve. DeSanti couldn't get it up over the net on the far side. Point, Saints. Hoopman into the block. Duval got up with Gooding. Set for Duval, tough one, and Rhodes is there to dig it out. Hoopman getting up a little gingerly. Looks like she's probably okay. Marks tries to dump but can't lift it over the net. They're going to call a replay. I think a whistle went early. Marks hit it into the net, but in theory that only would have been the second touch for Black Hill State, so there shouldn't have been a whistle there. I think they're going to call that a replay. Hoopman looks a little bit hurt. Katie Welniak's going to come in for her, I believe. Might have rolled an ankle or something. She's favoring the left leg at the moment. So Hoopman going to head back to the athletic training table to get looked at. The Black Hill State athletic trainer in attendance, and she's taking off the ankle brace. They're just going to look at that right ankle, I think. So first time we've seen Katie Welniak. Score should be 15-8 on the scoreboard. And a whiff there. Saints take the point. Santi into the block. Rhodes, an unbelievable play to get some loft under that and keep it alive once again. Gooding, soft touch. Rhodes dives but can't get it. St. Martin's starting to pull away. The lead is now 9 points. Welniak, first swing of the game for her, out of bounds, too long. Well, actually, they're going to say there's a touch, so the line judge says touch. Up ref is going to overrule, however, and the point indeed going to stay with St. Martin's. DeSanti right into the block again. Allen and Gooding that time. And a timeout, Black Hills State. Saints have turned the tables. They're up big in set 4. (19-8). Make it 20-8. Well, St. Martin's won set 3, 25-12. This one heading in a similar direction. Hoopman is still out. Although she's got her court shoes back on, and so the ankle isn't wrapped in ice or anything, which indicates she may be able to come back in, but right now at the end of the bench, and Welniak remains in the match for Black Hills State. And may not be worth risking further injury here in set 4. May try to see if she can go in set 5. This one already out of hand, and would be a real long shot for Black Hills State to come back and win this set. Allen, loud swing, but too wide. Ward picks up the kill. DeSanti to serve. Bad set, and the Jackets take the point. So all of a sudden, it's a 5-0 run for Black Hills State. Still got a mile to go, but signs of life now. Allen off the block. Ward. Handled by Piscaya. Now back on the other side, and it's down for a kill. 6-0 run. Timeout Saints. Don't go anywhere yet. 2014. Yellow Jackets haven't given up on this one. Now another good chance. DeSanti. Bodeman out of bounds. Into the net that time. Katie Welniak, who had to come in for the injured Madison Hoopman, back to serve now. Off the antenna, point Yellow Jackets, 21-16, the deficit now 5. Allen pushing towards the corner. Now Ward, but it's off the block and down. Gooding got up that time. Allen to her left. Ward, dug out by Alos. Kuhn now tries to get on top of it, but couldn't. Saints scrambling to keep it alive, and it's down. Gooding with the improv kill, 23-16. Well, we're 2 points away from a 5th set, but you got to credit Black Hills State. They were down 20-8 at one point. Since then, it's been a 9-3 run. Will it be enough? Probably not, as set point coming for St. Martin's. Cerrone off the block and down. Kill for the Jackets. Big swing, and that'll do it. Emily Gooding sends St. Martin's to the 5th set against Black Hills State. What a comeback, and we are on our way to a decisive frame to 15 points. Stay right where you are. Ready for action in set number 5. We've gone all the way at Alterowitz Gym. Saints and Yellow Jackets of Black Hills State. Well, the way this started off, looked like Black Hills State was going to improve to 2-1. They took the first 2 sets, both of them close, 26-24, then 25-23. Then all of a sudden, switch flipped for St. Martin's, 25-12 and then 25-18. So we're all square, 2 sets apiece. Dramatic start to the day here at the Yellow Jacket Invitational. Block attempt went out of bounds, and St. Martin's takes point number 1. Abby Halstead back to serve. And it's out of bounds. Off the top of the block. Jackets take it alive. Worth mentioning, Madison Hoopman back on the court. Remember, she had to exit in set 4 midway through due to an apparent ankle injury, but seems to be okay. The leading attacker for the Jackets in this tournament. She's back in the front row. St. Martin's pulling ahead 2-1. Allos to serve. Marks for DeSanti. Was there a touch? Nope. Point Saints. DeSanti. This time keeps it in bounds. Sierra Ward back into the front row for Black Hills State. Serve on the way from DeSanti. Tia Allen across the court. Rhodes can't handle it, and a smash kill from Tia. That gives the Saints a tiny bit of breathing room, up 4-2 early. Annalise Hitchcock into the game along with Emily Gooding. Saints trying to make it a 3-0 start to the season. Hoopman gets up and she's blocked at the net. The Gooding sisters with a denial, and now it's 5-2 St. Martin's. Bodeman couldn't get the timing right. Now the deficit 4, and Black Hills State going to call timeout. St. Martin's is pumped up. We'll keep it right here as we play here in set number 5. Well, as we mentioned, the Saints are going to head to Hawaii with the MSUB Yellow Jackets next week. They'd love to do it with a winning record, and if they can maintain the lead they have right now, they'll be guaranteed to do that. They're trying to move to 3-0. 4 matches in Honolulu next week for St. Martin's. Black Hills State, meanwhile, headed to Kansas next week for 4 more non-conference matches. So 2 weeks of tournament play for these teams, and then it'll be into conference play for the Saints. That's the Great Northwest Athletic Conference for Black Hills State. They are members of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. Waiting game continues for Montana State Billings and Minnesota State Moorhead. We'll have a half-hour break between matches, and then have the next one. 6-2, back into action here. Hoopman touches it over the block, dug out by Gooding. Allen smashes it down for the kill. Ward into the block. Ward again. Cross court. Allos is there. Allen off the block and down. Foot on the gas. St. Martin's. They're up 8-2 in the decisive frame. Well, it all started when the Saints trailed 24-18 in set 2. Now, they didn't win the set, but they did win 5 consecutive points to get it to 24-23, and you could just feel the momentum shifting then. Since then, a 25-12 set win, a 25-18 set win, and now they lead it 9-2 in the 5th frame, on their way to a victory unless Black Hills State can really pull out some magic now. Momentum all with the Saints. They're 6 points away from an improbable but impressive win. Hitchcock on the serve again. Too deep this time, just out of bounds. And if you're Black Hills State, you got to go right now. Got to get back into this 5th set. Hoopman back to serve, a very important one for the Jackets. Hitchcock for Allen one more time, off the block and out of bounds. Tia's got another kill. She's turned it on late, and she leads the team now with 15 kills in the match. Make it 16 for Tia. Freshman out of Clayton, Washington, Tia Allen turning it on. 11-3 now the score. Saints can feel it. Allen on the serve. Deep corner, in! 3 points in a row for the freshman. Timeout, Black Hills State. Last chance for Black Hills State. You've got to win a bunch in a row. Tia Allen on the serve. Almost another ace if it hadn't been for Hayden Rhodes. There's a big kill for Sierra Ward, and we'll see if that can spark what needs to be a huge rally now for the Yellow Jackets. Peyton Bodeman back to serve. Gooding dug out and kept alive. Hitchcock back to Gooding, off the block and kept alive once again by the Jackets. Cerrone over. Hitchcock pushes for Kuhn, now pushed to the corner. It's too strong though. Back-to-back points for the Jackets. (12-5) now, the lead for St. Martin's. Tied to the net. Hitchcock couldn't handle it, but it's going to fall. Point Saints. Wasn't pretty, but they'll take that one. Inching closer to a win. Maddie Gooding back to serve. Cerrone off the block and just squeezes it down for a kill. Carly Marks back to serve for Black Hills State. Kuhn off the block, but it's out of bounds. And it's match point coming for St. Martin's. Brittany Duvall in. And it's going to be Zoe Balagot in for the first time today to serve match point. How about that? Another great dig from Allos, but Balagot got tied up there with Allen, and she'll come out. 14-7, another match point. Jackets survive for the time being. Kendra Cerrone to serve. Deep, but in. Kuhn rolls it. Rhodes saves it. Cerrone can't get it over. And the St. Martin's Saints win 3 sets in a row to come back from a 2-0 deficit, stun Black Hills State, and improve to 3-0 on the season. What a start for the Saints. They've got it rolling under second season head coach Dan Banke. His squad undefeated so far. Thanks so much for tuning in early morning for match 1. Lots more to come. 5 more games coming your way. Yellow Jackets of MSU Billings next up against MSU Moorhead. First serve coming up right around 10:30.